Hey y'all, it's Margaret from the Prairie Homestead, and yes, I have been MIA for a little while. Had some things we had to get took care of around here, and I don't know, it's just been crazy and busy, and I wanted to sort of give y'all a walkthrough about what all is going on, what all we've been doing, what all I've been doing. Getting ready for the growing season. Give y'all a little sneak peek, and I apologize, my phone is going off. A little sneak peek of what I'm doing and what I'm getting ready to do, because this is not our forever home here. This is just one of our properties. It's a rental property that we are fixing and reselling, and so it's a mess. There are construction materials everywhere. I don't believe I've even had a living room suit in this house yet. Even though we keep talking about it, it's just more work that ends up getting done, and then we can only do but so much. I mean, I don't know about anybody else, but we're in our 50s, and our bodies just tell us when enough's enough. So let me give you a little sneak peek as to what I'm doing and what I'm getting ready to do, so you can see some of what's getting ready to happen in our front yard, because everything is going to be basically container gardening, and that way everything I grow I can take with me. I don't have to worry about the anxiety of putting a garden in and not being able to have that with me, put all that work into it. And then I don't mind leaving something for somebody else if I knew they would want it or enjoy it, and I knew who it was going to. But right now we have no idea, and I'll be selling a lot. I don't know if anybody local watches me from these channels, but I will be selling a lot of what I have, what I'm growing, but the rest we're just going to grow and produce fruit from it, and hopefully it will, and we'll preserve it. We'll either can it or freeze dry it or dehydrate it and make it the best that we can from what we grow. And if we find a place between now and then, we'll just pick it up and take it with us. So let's look at what I got going. So here I have several boxes. They are clear totes. You can see I took the lids off. We had my husband cut the holes out. He worries about me using a knife. I'm a little clumsy. So I took the lids, we cut them out, and I had him put holes in it. We have a drill that has the round hole saw with the drill in the middle, and that's why you see these extra little bits here. These are going to be the drainage. I just took bottles, this saves them from going in the trash, and also use some potting containers I have, and then a creamer bottle. And I'm basically going to stick this in here. It pushes the creamer bottle over. I push it over where it has a place pushed over in a spot pushed over in it. We have some PVC pipe that we're going to stick down in here. There's going to be holes. I don't know if there's holes in these, but I'll make sure I do have them. The water will come through into here. I am going to have landscape fabric sitting down in here, and I'm locking them into place by holding them through. I'll be putting my soil in here, and I'll be growing the ones that I'm wanting to keep either in containers like these or buckets like those. Now the buckets I took and I had him, give me just a second, they're stuck. And we got these from Lowe's, I believe. Yeah, Lowe's. And we have drainage holes down across about that far up. I'm going to have another one of my potting buckets sitting in the bottom. He put several holes just below the top of where those will be. Then I had him put air pruning holes at the top. So that way, as my plants grow, I'll have landscape fabric inside the bucket. And then I'll put my soil in. And as I'm growing, they will actually, when the roots reach those areas of the sides of the buckets, they're going to die. But when they do that, it'll force the plant to make even more roots from the center and grow down towards the water, and it'll become even stronger, having a even stronger root system. They're going to stop here, and instead of becoming root bound, they're going to continue to grow down. And the holes are so that I can have a water reservoir, so that way if we decide we want to go camping or take a trip, I can ensure that these plants and these containers are going to be safe, because we even have holes in these along the side just below, so that way there'll be a water reservoir. And of course I'm going to probably paint around the sides of these black so there won't be any kind of algae grown up, but that way there'll be water in the bottom and it'll sift the water up, and I'll be able to put water in from the top with the PVC pipe that goes in here. And I've got several of these made. You can use any kind. This one is not going to have a lid on top of it, because they did not have a lid for it when I bought the container. But this one, and this one does. And then last night, excuse the wreck of my house, I replanted these. I put them in here in little solo cups. I cut holes in the bottom there and there. These are purple tomatillos, I think that's how you pronounce it. If I didn't, I apologize. And I have it where they have holes in them so they'll drain, but I'll also be able to water it down here instead of directly on them. And as they grow, I'm going to add more soil to them to give them a stronger base and continue to let them add roots to them as they grow. And as you can tell, almost all of them are looking beautiful. I've never grown these. This one here is a little weak, but I think it'll be fine. I've never grown these, so this is a new one for me. Then we also have over here where my grow lights still are, we have Moon and Stars watermelons, we have Kama Sutra squash, Kaho melons, all of which need to be not mothed. Pineapple ground cherries, Charleston gray watermelon, Brad's atomic grape tomatoes are the ones that are down here. It's hard to see them with this light, but I'll do another video once I've repotted them to show you. These are Cherokee purples. All these across here are Cherokee purples. These are just my temporary tags. That's what I had, so that's what I used. There is something back over here called surprise peppers. There are also sweet pickle peppers we have growing down here. My kale was doing good and then it died. So We have hot peppers and hot pepper mixes, sweet pickle peppers. I'm gonna start one of these other containers with just kale and another one with spinach, and then another one is going to be radishes and lettuce and carrots, and I'm probably going to do 2 of those. This is all beefsteak tomatoes. I grew them fairly thick in here, and as you can tell, there's quite a few in each container, and I think there's like between 50 and 60 in here. And I'm going to repot all of them, and some of those I am definitely going to sell because there's no way we could eat that many tomatoes, and I don't really want to can that much this year, so I'll be selling a lot of them and getting rid of more. These are chocolate cherry tomatoes. Looks like a lot of them are chocolate cherries, if not all of them. Pineapple tomatoes are on the end, and I love those. They're sweet, they're yellow with a little bit of red in them, and they are just absolutely... I've never done the chocolate cherry tomatoes, so those are going to be new for me. I've never done the Brad's Atomic tomatoes, and I've done beefsteak, and these are going to be absolutely delicious. We've already been eating some fresh tomato sandwiches, and bacon tomato, a little bit of mayonnaise if you like mayonnaise. So this is what has been keeping me busy. I hatched a total of 19 eggs out of 22, 19, 20, yeah, 22. It's now off. 3 of the eggs did not, one of them, it started to grow and then didn't. 2 of them didn't even start to grow. And the rest of them, I'll give you a sneak peek of them here in a few minutes. My grandson, he had decided he had to have duckies. So now we have 3 duckies in the backyard that are getting bigger by the day. They had to go out because ducks can stink. And if you don't have the proper way of being able to keep them in your house, to keep the smell down, and I didn't. I wasn't as prepared as I have been in the past, so they had to go outside. We have them in a dog pen. They have a little baby pool right now, and another water container, and they are happy as clams. Excuse me. And then we'd have 18 of the 19 chicks that hatched. Give me 1 second. Okay, I have these babies in here. We have a light way up above. They don't need a whole lot of light. In fact, I'll probably be unplugging that here in a few minutes. Sounds like something fell. Oh, we have to keep it covered and keep something on it during the night because we do have a cat. We have the little baby feeder and waterer, and we're going to get a container that's about double this size here in the next day or 2 because there's 18 of these beautiful little babies. Whoop! Trying to get away. Sorry about the mess, y'all. Look at these beautiful babies. I know it's getting hot, ain't it, baby? We have 1, if I can find it to show y'all. This one. Here we go. Look at that. Isn't it cute? My husband said it was so ugly. It has a naked neck. Silky. It is the coolest ever. Americanos, Marins. A mixture of all of them. The people I got the eggs from said, I told them I wanted a rainbow of eggs And so that's what I'm going to have. I'm getting ready to turn their light off because it is very warm. And it's so pretty outside. So you can't really see them as good right now with the light off, but this is regular daylight where you can see the beautiful babies. Aren't they so cute? Aren't they just adorable? And nosy. They can be really nosy. They're so cool. There. Camera back on. Alright, so let's see if I can have it set up for you a little bit. It's hard to see. You might be able to see. So, I wanted to show you a little bit about how I was doing my solo cups. Let me see if I can bring y'all in just a little closer. Alright, so I put holes in my solo cups. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. I put 2 holes, and I have 2 different ways that I do it. Here I will take a knife, and as you can see, there's edges in the cup, and I cut in at those little places right there. You see? And then I cut across. I know my head is like zoomed out. I cut it across, and then I just push that piece in like that. And that way the dirt is still going to stay in there, or at least most of it. And some is, yes, probably going to come out. But then I do that on both sides. I do it there, and then I do it over here. Now please, please be careful. My husband freaks out when I use a knife, and actually I have to leave this open because I believe in old wives' tales, and he opened this last night, so he has to shut it. So I have to wait till he gets home. I also have, I do a lot of different projects, and I have one of these, the sharp razor. I am so sorry. The razors, and they cut even sharper, so please be careful. Just like that, it came out. See, that is the reason why you really have to be careful. Mine comes loose fairly often, and I also can't see very well with it like that, and I do apologize. I know my head is not in like it should be, but I'm trying to show you the best that I can. Now tighten back up. Let's see, where was I? I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to cut that thing off next time. And I did it again. There we go. Maybe we can pay attention this time. So I take it and I go up. I forgot which way I had done it before, and I'm sorry. I am far from perfect. And today, even though it's a great day, you see, I just cut it. I do a little slit. And then I just push it in like that. And there you go. You have drainage holes in your cup. And that way, let me put the lid back on it and make it where you can actually see me. Let's fix fits on it. There we go. Okay, so yeah, guess what? Sometimes our videos are a little messy. Sometimes they aren't what we expect them to be. But you do them, and I hope you enjoy them. I enjoy making them, and from there we can just have a good time because we enjoy gardening. I know I do. One of the soils I use is the black gold. It's natural organic. The only reason why I got that one was because it was on sale and it was a decent price, and it's organic, and it was from our local Ace Hardware store, not Northern Tool, but Northwest Hardware. Here they've switched over to Ace Hardware, I think, or Northwest Hardware. It's one of them. I also have some other potting soils that I use. I always make sure that whatever I use has either vermiculite in it or perlite in it, and if it does not have any kind of fertilizer already built in. I have several the big bags of them, got them on sale at Lowe's when they were on sale, of the Miracle Grow with the moisture control, and that's also going to help when we take off for my plants to be the best that they can be. If you don't have a fertilizer, I suggest, I am not the best when it comes to suggesting what kind of fertilizer to use. I have used Miracle Grow. I have used several others. One, it's in a big bottle. Super Thrive. I use that a lot, and it works real well. You gotta just like take a small amount of it and put it in a gallon jug, and then you water your plants that way. Even though it's good for rain to be on your plants, it's best if you're gonna water them, especially anytime once it starts getting really hot and the sun is up during the day. I apologize for all the uhs. I'm talking while I'm thinking, and sometimes that comes out. And also distract my thought. Oh, watering. Okay, here we go. You don't want to water your plants directly on its leaves during the hottest part of the day, or you'll sunburn your leaves. Try to water them from the bottom, and I will show you more when it's time for me to be able to actually have them outside. I'm getting ready to harden them all off, take them away from the lights, and or cut the lights down or off, or move them, or only put one there for all of them, and lift them all the way up to the top, and then start putting them outside, because within the next week or two I'm going to have them all outside. I am going to be trying to grow some red mammoth beets, some different colored, different small lettuces, and spinach, of course, some beets, different colored carrots, rainbow carrots, and some red carrots. And I will keep you along for the ride. I apologize for not being here, but I will try to put a few more out as I go and as life allows me to. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for being a part of our journey. in our life, and we appreciate you and we love you. God bless you all, and until the next time, bless you now, today, and always. Goodbye.